G'day humans, Chris Stead here. I'm on the road and today I'm in the centre of Sydney, staying right there at the Park Royal Darling Harbour. Now, they say don't judge a book by its cover, because when you have a look at the building, you know, it's not the most spectacular of hotels you're going to find in Sydney, and it's kind of in a curious location in a little kind of cul-de-sac behind some buildings near a freeway, and I wasn't really sure what to expect. But it's actually been a really pleasant surprise. It's a great stay and a really good experience in there. I'm going to take you through everything there is to see, the buffet breakfast, the gym. We had a beautiful dinner here last night, and I'm going to also take you on a big room tour and just everything there is to experience here. Now I'm also going to be able to show you the little Explorers Pack. So this is this great family package that they've got available for families who want to come into the city, either from rural or from out of town, completely overseas, where it happens to be, or even like us, who live in Sydney but have come in for the night just to experience everything that the Darling Harbour area has to offer at night, and it's spectacular. So the location's really great, and if you come here as a family, it's this little Explorers Pack, and it comes with like binoculars and a camera and a little teepee for the kids to hang out with, a donut decorating experience, and this fantastic buffet breakfast. So I'm going to take you through all of that and more. Let's start and have a look at the Park Royal Darling Harbour, Sydney.
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
Yes!
Dad, I'm hungry.
Okay, so let's start with a little bit of a look at the location. So yeah, as I said, comes down here into this little roundabout area. It's basically a private road servicing just the Park Royal. There is parking underneath, and you get valet parking down there. We did do that with our car. It works seamlessly. The only weird thing was that when we emptied the car, none of the concierge came over and helped us with our bags, which is weird. And then this morning I was watching them help a lot of people with their bags, so maybe we just timed it poorly. Now, the location here is actually fantastic. So just through there on the other side, you'll find Darling Harbour, the beautiful Darling Harbour. It's amazing. And just over this little bridge here, literally less than 5 minutes walk, you're going to find one of the best kids parks anywhere in the world, and splash zones, as well as the ICC, so all your conferences and all that kind of stuff goes through there. And there's big festivals that happen in Tumbalong Park down there and everything. There's music, there's live gigs, everything. It's just 5 minutes over that bridge. Bars, restaurants, all kinds of things. And then, if you head just up either of these streets, basically you can head up there, up Bathurst Street, or you can actually walk around the building underneath the freeway there. You'll be at the QVB in Town Hall within 5 minutes, I reckon. Definitely less than 10. And you can push on from there. Within 15 minutes, you'll be in Hyde Park, where the museum is, into the Botanical Gardens. And yeah, Circular Quay is a bit more of a trek. That's probably where you're going to end up wanting to jump on the light rail. The light rail is just 5 minutes up the road there. So the location-wise, it's super central. You've got Haymarket in that direction. Yeah, it's a really good spot. You can really access everything really easily. So let's have a look inside the lobby area. Right, so just in the morning, it's quite busy. Actually, before we go to the lobby, I just want to show you here, which is Abode. I think it is, the Abode Restaurant. And we had dinner there last night, and it was really, really good. Really, really yummy. So let me take you into the Abode Bistro Bar. Yeah, so there you go. So that's just directly under the hotel, and I don't know if you can get it in your packages or not, but you can definitely put stuff into the room there. And it was yeah, just really, really nice food and some great beverages as well. Let's go inside. So one of the things at this hotel is really well is soundproofing. I'm sure you just heard the difference there. They've got great soundproofing the whole way through the building. So that giant freeway that's out there, you basically don't hear as soon as you're inside, even in the rooms, as I'll show you in a sec. But yeah, really nice, spacious lobby area. I love the stone effect on the walls, the big pillars. There's a cafe here in the corner with a few desks and chairs, some lounges to sit on. And then the elevators are over in this corner here. So just the one elevator kind of group on one side of the room, but we haven't had to wait that long for a lift, even though it's been very, very busy today. It's a Sunday right now. And I love this. So you can look all the way up. Just wasn't expecting this when I looked at the outside. You know, as I was saying that, you know, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And you kind of come inside and it just feels super modern and beautiful. Look at that. What a great space. Anyway, so that's the lobby area. And we'll head around and head up to floor 1, which is where we'll find the gym. So here we are on level 1, and they do have quite a lot of corporate events here. In fact, I've been here for corporate events before. And so there's a whole bunch of rooms down here. There's some more on the floor above as well. And But it's, you know, it's a nice private area that's pretty much kept out of the way of guests. You wouldn't really know if there's anything going on here, I don't think. It's all kind of, yeah, tucked away. There are some rooms down here though, and the gym. I'll go inside here and have a look. Oh, I love these things. So these are all over the place. So sustainable hydration. So you can just put your water bottle there and get some filtered water, cold water. And I think there's one on every floor, which is really nice. The lighting is a little bit dark through the whole hotel. It's just a little bit, yeah, not quite as vibrant perhaps as it could be. But as you'll see when I get to the room, it doesn't affect the quality of the room experience. All right, here's the gym. And there we go. I was down here earlier this morning and it was bustling. But quite a fair amount of equipment. No view or anything like that, but a lot of stations. All the gear's modern and new. There's a fair bit of space, enough space to do stretches and so forth. It's a pretty decent sized gym, right? Nice and cool. You've got another one of those hydration stations here, which is great. Cups, towels, and yeah, some pretty big pieces of equipment. Yeah, and plenty of space. So that's the gym area on floor 1. Let's go up to floor, well, they call it floor R, which is where we'll find the restaurant. All right, so here we are down at Barker's, which is the main restaurant. See this cafe at the front here? So one of the great things about this buffet is you get a cafe coffee. You can just have a cafe coffee. I guess as many as you want. They didn't tell me I could stop having them. But this is a fantastic buffet. It doesn't have the most spectacular view in the world. It doesn't even have like anything necessarily spectacular food-wise, but it's all just so well made. The food was just delicious. And it all unfolds in this kind of this beautiful atrium area that they've built here. But there's one downside to the pastries, so there's not a whole lot of depth or breadth with the pastries there, and that's kind of what you're going to get. Yeah, like I said, everything still tastes really, really good. A few bread options. And I was quite surprised by this. I wasn't expecting to get some Asian cuisine as part of the buffet here in, you know, downtown Sydney. But yeah, I see some dumplings and some fried rice and those alternatives in your hotel buffet, always welcomed. And it was a nice surprise and a bit of a highlight for myself and the kids. Those who are regulars to my channel will know I spent plenty of time in Southeast Asia. I do love the food. Now the omelettes were absolutely delicious. This guy's a gun. Watch him go. He was just pumping these out like you wouldn't believe. And boy, were they yummy. So some of your typical kind of hot foods, but again, like the hash browns were just really yummy, perfectly cooked. Those mushrooms were absolutely delicious. I went back for 2 servings of mushrooms. They were so good. Just on point. And that's what you really want, you know, for brekkie. Just to be able to just enjoy a few different types of things. Heaps of and have it just be done really well. Heaps of healthy options as well. Again, as you can probably see from just looking at it, really nicely done. There's some banana bread there, by the way. A few cereal options, of course, but they also had some, you know, granola, some mueslis. The fruit, that pineapple was absolutely perfect. Like everything was like right in season, really tasty. Nice variety of yogurt options, and yeah, like I said, so definitely some salad options. Again, sometimes your buffets don't bother to go as far as doing cold meats and cheeses and the salads and stuff. So to have that there was very much welcomed. And Cocoa Pops as well for the kids. No donuts. That's the only thing. My kids always like donuts for breakfast. But anyway, they got them the night beforehand, so they can't complain. Yeah, so you can obviously make your own coffee there if you don't want to get one from the cafe. And most of the Americans were after espressos. I could hear them constantly asking for them, and juices. And toasts, yeah, so that's a look at the buffet. So like, it's not extraordinary, but it's a great selection, and everything was just cooked really, really nicely. And while there wasn't a spectacular view, there was lots of space, and it was a very busy morning. There was quite a few people queuing at one point. I think just being a Sunday, everyone wanted to get out and go exploring, but there was still heaps of space, so it was all good. Here are my lucky kids and myself enjoying the spoils of our hut through the buffet. So here we are up on floor 9. You can see that amazing atrium central area. Isn't it spectacular? It's really, really nice. And that's the breakfast area down there. But up here on floor 9, if you're on floor 9 or floor 8, you get access to the club lounge, the executive club lounge. Let's go have a look in there. And that's where you're going to basically be able to get a breakfast if you want. But you can also come up here in the evenings. I think it's between 5 and 7. And they've got heaps of snacks out, food out, and unlimited drinks. And you sit up here, you can see Darling Harbour. It was bustling with people talking and having fun. They'll come around and serve you with, really delicious wine or beer or champers. It's a really nice little place they've got up there. I didn't think the breakfast was as spectacular as the buffet downstairs, where you've got the chefs and everything, and there's a lot more variety. But the space is really awesome, the view's really nice, and that evening session obviously it's a really fun experience, and well worth considering if you can get that far with your budget. Okay, righto, let's get to the actual rooms. And we've got 821 here, which is the Executive Club Suite room. And we have 820, which is the Club Double Queen room. So we're going to have a look at both of those because they are interconnecting, and it's quite a good setup they've got in here as well. And we're here on that little Explorers package, so they've set it up for kids as well. It's fantastic. So let's go and have a look inside. Come through. It's pretty spectacular in here. I want you to notice, I don't know if you'll be able to hear the difference when I close the door, because it does a fantastic job of trapping the sound that's in the atrium, I guess, the open space in there from the breakfast that's bustling down below at the moment. So we've just woken up, we've spent the night here. As you can see straight away, you probably noticed the TP. So this is part of the little Explorers pack, and it's really awesome. So what they've got here is you get supplied as part of this package some disposable cameras, old school film cameras, which is pretty fun for the kids to see what that was like back in the day, some binoculars, and a map with some places around Darling Harbour that you can go and spot and see and tick off once you've seen them and taken a photo. And you get to take those home with you too, which is great. So they're kind of a gift as part of the package. And the kids actually got really, really excited. And my kids are a bit older. I thought, oh, geez, are my kids going to get into this? Because I've got a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 9-year-old. The 13-year-old was a little bit, you like the camera, but the 11 and 9-year-old were like, wow, so excited, especially the 9-year-old. He was just frothing. Even sat in there for a little while and read the brochure, and then we went down to Darling Harbour and took some photos. So this is part of the little Explorer pack. So this is only on at certain times of the year, in school holidays, I believe. But it's a great deal. But anyway, that's just that part of it. The rest of the room is obviously always here. It's also worth pointing out as well, they had make your own donuts as well. So there's a little kind of extra that goes with the little Explorers pack. So there was donuts, and the kids got in here, they were able to make their own kind of topping from a various sprinkles and icing. So that was really cool. Now, so you probably noticed that. You've also probably noticed the amount of space. So this is the suite room. So you've got the bedroom in there, which I'll show you in a second, but obviously a really lovely lounge space just here. Plenty of room, really nicely done. Not too bad with the lighting. It's not the brightest room I've ever been in, but it's not bad. There's a lot of lighting around, but it's a little bit more ambient than it is kind of bright, but still good. I'll show you the view in a sec. Down here, you've got 2 TVs just in this suite. So there's another one in the bedroom, and they've got like Chromecast. So basically you can just Chromecast whatever app you want to from your phone or your laptop, and it will work on here. Otherwise it's just got normal TV channels and a bit of information about the area. It's actually quite a nice little UI they've set up with a fair bit of information. It's quite cool. Nice big bench top here. There's a bottle of champagne was available for us when we got here. I don't think that's necessarily standard, but lucky us. Coffees, some teas, pod coffees, which is good. And then down here as well, you've got a mini fridge. And in through here, you've actually got some pretty decent supplies, just you know, cups and wine glasses and so forth. So, well, that one's empty actually. I think we might have pulled it all out. So a little bit of storage space there, nice little coffee table, and yeah, it's a really nice little space they've set up here. And if you come down here and have a look, I wasn't expecting this, but it is actually pretty solid views of Darling Harbour through there. So unfortunately right now, that's a construction site where they're rebuilding Harbourside, but obviously that's not gonna be like that forever. And if you just have a look through there, you can see Darling Harbour. So you actually get water views from I'd say the fair chunk of the rooms on this side of the building, probably most of the way up all the levels. Now over here, we have a little desk area. So like a lot of ample space. I really appreciate the desk. If you're here for a little while, that's going to come in really handy. And through here, you've got a separate bathroom or a separate toilet. So just a toilet and a basin, but an extra little space in here. And you know, floor to ceiling tiles. It's all very nicely done, nicely finished, stainless steel drains embedded. Beautiful soft toilet paper. So that's just the first bathroom, because there's a main bathroom as well through here. So into the main bedroom. Again, huge space, really, really good. Really comfy robes, really comfy bed. It's on the firmer side, so that's good. Like it's not, sometimes you get into the hotels and it's just super soft and it's really comfortable, but it's not so great for your back and so forth. This I thought was really comfortable without losing, you know, a sense of structure and firmness, so really good mattress. Pillows were too soft for me. My head went straight through them. So it's kind of one of those ones where you double stack it's too much, but if you single stack it, it's not enough. I would have preferred if they'd had a more significant difference between the two, like a soft, nice, lush one. They're beautiful pillows, just not too much going on. So I would have preferred if there was like a harder option and a soft option, as opposed to effectively two soft options. At least that's how it felt to me. But another beautiful outlook here. Now I need to talk about the glass, because this is really, really, really awesome. So one of the things I was really worried about, if you come and have a look down here, is that it's situated right over a very, very busy road. This is like an expressway, right? And I was like, oh, it's gonna be so loud. They've done such an amazing job with these windows that you barely, like, can you hear anything now on the mic? Like, Like it was super quiet. Like other than like the odd motorbike that you could just kind of just hear, you wouldn't even know there was a road there. So that's fantastic. I was blown away when I got in here. I was like, how have they got this so silent? It's really good. Another TV in here, as I mentioned. And the air conditioning is a little bit loud. It's a little bit on the loud side, but it's consistent. So it's not like it's like, that kind of distracting sound. You can hear it, but because it's such a constant sound, it doesn't actually cause that many problems. And through here, we've got some storage. Fortunately, I couldn't work out how to turn that light on, but so we've got safe, iron, hairdryer, some extra blankets and so forth. And then this folds out with some hanging space and the robes. There you go. And if you come through here, got this beautiful bathroom. So really huge basin, kind of all the amenities you'd want to have. You see down here, all the things that you would expect. Again, like floor to ceiling tiles, nice high roof, heaps of space for the toilet, and over here in the bathroom, which is all the frameless glass, which is another luxury touch. You've got an actual rainmaker in here as well as the jet. So you've got both, which allows you to stand in it. If you're huge and tall like me, you can still stand, which is not always the case. In fact, it's rare. And behind here, a bath with the glass through to the bedroom area, which I did actually make use of last night. I actually sat in there and had a bath and watched the footy on my phone, and it's really quite nice actually. You don't always get the time to do that. I never get the time to do that at home. So that is a look at the suite part of this hotel, or this hotel room, but then we'll come through into the connecting rooms. I really like this too. I mean, it's a little thing, but just having this up here just allows you to put stuff like your phone, your key cards, just a little spot for it. Very little detail, but one I quite like, and the full-length mirrors, which help you get ready when you're going out to dinner, which we did last night. So interconnecting rooms. So one of the things actually I will say is a bit awkward is with this room, with this door, if it's open in any way, shape or form, you can't, if you look around here, you can't get that door open. So that's just a little bit of, I mean, I don't know what they could have done, maybe move the door down, but yeah, it's just a little bit awkward. Not an issue, but just awkward. All right, so into this room. So the two queen beds, I believe they're queens. As you can see here, it's a little bit of a thin room. I don't know if it's compromised slightly because it's next to the suite, but it still manages to fit the full unit in here, all the copy stuff, drawers, the desk as well, managed to fit a desk in, a nice chair that you can sit here and look down at the water, which is just through there as well. Otherwise, similar situation with the air conditioning unit here. And you've also got, bedside tables on both beds, but not in the middle, which is interesting. Bit unfortunate that I don't have the bedside tables in the middle as well, but there's power points and that everywhere through here. Same quality of beds, same quality of pillows. You do have a wardrobe, which you can see here. So they made decent use of the space, and it has your fridge in it as well. Your safe, not too many drawer spaces in the actual cupboard, but there's some in the entertainment unit that I showed you before, and the hanging space as well. And if you head through here, not as big and opulent as bathroom as the suite, but definitely no mug. A lot of the similar same features that we showed you before. Plenty of space around the toilet. You've got the rainmaker and the jet in the shower, which is tall. Nice big open basin, plenty of amenities, and the full mirror experience. Good lighting in here as well. So it's a big bathroom. So plenty of space as well. And that of course leads back out to the hallway. We're on floor 8, by the way. So that's the club level, which gives you access to the club lounge, which is also great. Okay, so there we go. That's a look at the two rooms. So there we have it, guys. That is my tour and review of the ParkRoyal Darling Harbour in Sydney, Australia. And yeah, it's been a real pleasant surprise. I wasn't so sure when I was kind of looking at some of the early photos and just getting an idea of where it was. And in the end, it's been a really great experience. The rooms are lovely, they're quiet, they're comfortable, they're spacious. The buffet is fantastic. The location is really, really good. It's really easy to get around to most of the key places in this area. And you know what? There's actually not a bad view. I was expecting kind of the view to be quite compromised, but it's actually quite good. So, you know, plenty to like. I love what they've done for the kids with the little Explorers package. They really got into it. They really enjoyed it. And there's some really positive and effective package deals you can get in that regard as well, if you're planning on coming into Sydney with a couple of kids in tow. So overall, the Park Royal Darling Harbour, Sydney, it's a winner, and I'm happy to recommend it. All right, I'm Chris Stead. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out my other videos. Until next time, I'm getting back on the road. You.